Ali off the step back. Back rimmed it. Michael Wynn is on the floor for the Akron Zips. Michael Wynn, 6'6" junior, transfer from Wake Forest. Williams got shut off by Freeman. Segu went glass, got it to fall.
Is his defensive player of the year in the MAC. Part of a big reason why this Kent State team is on an 11-game winning streak, trying to make it 12 in a row and close out this regular season. Wide open. Segu hits it. Ties it at 6. Certainly nobody playing better than them right now. 11 straight wins. That rattled in and out, no good. Segu step back, hits it. They needed it.
Great ball.
Themselves. Especially during this win streak. You don't win 11 straight games in any conference without playing stellar defense. What can Buffalo do to break it down?
Well, they have to cut harder. They have to cut harder to try to dribble drive into the gaps and then slide into open areas on the weak side.
Pull up, pop, drills. They need you coaching them.
They don't need to coach against Ty Lue. He's 7-0 since he took over the Clippers against the Lakers. That's who Buffalo needs. No, they look like they're going to keep it going. They're playing very well tonight. They've ebbs and flows of the game, and here comes UB. They're going to give them their best shot down the stretch. And that man is playing.
Buffalo with a timeout. Segu straight to the rack, lays it in.
Moss been red hot, hitting threes over the last 4 games, and he drills one there, and right to the rim goes Ronaldo Segu and hits it. 50% on the year. He is the MAC's #1 3-point shooter.
How do you guard this team? I don't get it. They just kill you in so many different ways. What a team.
Segu to the rack and in. To be between 2 of the winningest teams in the MAC over the last 7 or 8 seasons.
Yeah, over the last 8 years, Buffalo #1 with 193 wins, and Toledo #2 with 190 wins.
Nathan Williams and Segu back in for Buffalo, and that is a much. He'll go right to the rim and score, and the Bulls made that too easy as well. Segu from half court. It goes! Count it!
He's now 4 for 5 from the floor with 10 points, and that is about as tough of a shot as you can have.
Reverse layup for Segu will go. Wow. Wow is right.
I mean, that is a 6'10" David Skogman with a hand in your mouth.
They are 8 for 12 from beyond the arc are the Rockets. And now we're just puts it in. That's 18 of the game for Seth Milner Jr.
So all 4 starters now have 14 or more. The only one is Raheem Moss, who is on the lower end of the scoring of the 5 starters. He averages about 9 a game. He's only got 5 tonight, but the other 4 are lighting it up.
Segu to build a 19-point lead at one point. Rollins just kind of swats away Maceo Jack, can't hit the baseline jumper. Nice stutter step move for Ronaldo Segu.
Yep, he got that shot off because the defender ran into the screen, so credit his teammate for setting a good screen.
Here's the officials, Alfred Smith, Brett Wajenke, and Matt Morales. Buffalo, second in the MAC in scoring, averaging almost 82 points per game, and the fadeaway jumper is good. Huskies up by 6.
Yeah, and he just missed one the time before. He had to go halfway down, so he's shooting the ball with confidence.
How about Segu? Queth came over. That's going to be a goaltend. Crump lost it. Had a nice lane to the rim. Not able to handle it. Williams the other way. Segu able to finish with the right hand. And now the points of the night. Segu. He'll try the three. That is good. Ronaldo jumper is good from Darwishi Hunter.
Tell you what, he's last couple of minutes, he's given the Huskies a boost.
Keyshawn Williams knocked down from a screen from a ball in the backcourt. They let it play. Jack didn't have anywhere to go, kicks it back out to Segu. Segu spins on Crump, able to get inside and finish.
McNamara went out with an ankle injury. That really limits Miami in the bigs, and Nathan Williams coming up with the steals. He taps it away to Maceo Jack to Ronaldo Segu. He'll fire the triple and knock it down from the right side, and the lead is now 12 side. Keeps the dribble, tries to throw it out top. Delonte Brown, they left him, and he can't make him pay as he misses, and Mbala with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Segu, right to the basket and a score. Ronaldo Segu with 5.
Because they've been really tough lately and really been on a run as well.
Dede Grant drives, has the ball knocked away. Mbala ahead to Segu. He's going to take it up off the glass and score. Easy hoop there. 8 points in the game for
some of those guys off the bench that have been really effective. Miami can stay in this thing, and they just need to not let Buffalo get a big lead.
Ronaldo Segu with the basketball out top, and Mbala sets the screen for him to the right side, driving to the basket, scoop and score for Ronaldo Segu. He's got 10 in the ball game. Rebounded by Dede Grant. He'll run with it to Myjai White, lost the handle on it, and picked up by Segu. Again, low pass, and Myjai White couldn't pick it up. Instead, Segu goes, lays it up with a finger roll and scores.
It's a tough shot that Brown was able to bank home.
Segu again on the drive, pulls up, right hand finger roll is good. Gets it into Segu across the timeline, works out front with it to the left side. Comes to Maceo Jack. Back out to Segu, right side Mbala, well outside the arc to Segu. 18 seconds to shoot, 47 seconds to play. Segu on the drive, off the glass, got it. Ronaldo Segu, 16 points.
Yeah, and the Bulls got to do a better job contesting if they're going to run them off the line.
Skogman no good on the three. Offensive board for Bertram. Rondo Segu for three. That one goes.
Keep pace right now. Weather the storm and try and get into half with that 8 to 10 point lead that they had early.
Segu drives on Norman. Right-handed runner is good. Start the second half.
No doubt. I mean, the Western Michigan coach kind of talked about that, right? He said that they just haven't been playing all 40 minutes. And to take that next step, you kind of start needing, you need to, especially if you're not one of
Freeman hands off to Norman. Into the corner. Josiah Freeman short on the three. Rebounded by Mbala. Rebound number 8 for Josh Mbala. Segu with the high step move to the rim. That's goaltending. Segu kicks Williams. Corner three. In and out. Skogman with another offensive board. Offensive rebound number 12 in the game for the Bulls. And Segu happens to a Michigan Class B title, and they wanted to play together again. And here they are now in Kalamazoo.
8 points the last time these two teams met in the lane.
Here comes Noah Farrakhan, up to Nate Scott, now over into the corner. Here's McBride, wide open for another three. This time from the corner doesn't go. The rebound pulled down here by the Bulls. And Greg, what do you see being the keys to victory both ways?
Oh, I think one of the things for East, avoid.
Kulaczkowskis.
Cam Young being a factor, being aggressive on offense. Some nice passes to his fellow big fellas.
He might have been a little bit lower in the scouting report, not knowing his status coming in if you're Buffalo. And Segu flips it up, and it's back to a 10-3. Out top, Diggs. That's a good look. Bowling Green 2 of 8 beyond the arc.
That's the look you want for Trey Diggs. Feet weren't quite set. He kind of shimmied his feet a little bit.
He's just got to continue to let it go. Reese went right into Mbala and lost it. Now Segu.
What a step.
Difference, shot clock and game clock. Segu on the crossover, high off the glass. Butter pecan. Man.
Mari Curtis with that little icing on the finish for his cake.
Minute gone by in the second half. Segu pulls up. Trey Diggs pull up.
On defense tonight.
Segu pushing hard the other way. He goes off the glass. Folks starting to head towards the exits. Segu working against Young. Pulls up at the free throw line. Bulls know what it feels like to come into this building and not have the game end the way they want it to. And they're trying to. It's the most points Bowling Green has allowed in a game. And Segu is going to add to it as he races to the ball, and he'll lay it in.
Cochran's capable of knocking that down. He had scored 25 points in the first matchup, I believe, between the two teams. And
28.
28, and a lot of it was going to the basket, and he's capable of knocking those shots down if given it. Penalize the Bulls there for giving him that open shot.
Segu, fall away jumper. It's good. So physically powerful, and we need to counter that here today.
Yeah, it's a coaching decision there to try and put your team in the best position to match up against what's one of the
most first two of the afternoon. Pull-up jumper, Segu gets it to 2 for Demarius Jacobs. Cochran with a terrific assist there. Here's Segu again. Cochran backs up, gets away from Mbala, comes up short on the 3. Here come the Bulls. Segu feeds Skogman. Jonathan Williams thought about the 3. Segu eyeing it up, plotting, thinking, pulling up, shooting, hitting. And that scoring drought comes to an end, back to a 2-point game.
big play right there. You know, patient on the pressure, gets the easy basket to the rim. You know, hasn't been doing a lot, you know, in foul trouble this game, but just easy basket gets the team going right out of the timeout.
Double team on Segu, shot clock under 10. Rondo with the underhand flip, and one, counted in the foul.
And driving, he hasn't really had any spot-up shots yet, and of course he's such a good three-point shooter. He's slumping a little bit this season, but he's still a fantastic shooter.
Oh, Segu hanging in.
That's back-to-back games for the Bulls that they've had 4 players in double figures as well, coming off of that victory on Saturday out in Mount Pleasant.
And Rondo Segu knocked away and stolen. Here comes the Bulls on the break. Segu wide open, 4-3, got it.
I think we're players that are suiting up today are, but he certainly looked like he was moving well. He had been shooting on the floor pre-game and post-game the last couple of nights, and he's out there. Good for him.
Did you miss when he came over with the big grin on his face and said, "Hey, I might play today" to us?
I did miss that. I must have been doing something else.
Preparing.
I was preparing.
Getting ready. There's the senior as well. Turnover for turnover both ways. Miller pulls up for 2, a little bit short, and now numbers for Buffalo 3-on-2 with Segu leading the charge. Goes in himself and scores. Bulls contesting everything. Segu around Basaint. It goes in. Inside, taken away. And up ahead, Segu in front of Healy. And the Bulls.
And it's a bench that has really struggled to produce scoring numbers. He's above his average already. Averages 2.9, has 3. Here's Segu skipping down the lane. Jonathan Williams going to work. The kick to the corner. Fagan was over there right in front of the Toledo bench. Toledo wanted to carry. Didn't get it. Here's Segu twisting and turning up the big man. Carcona up in the air. He had kind of a typical Raheem Moss performance in the win over Ohio last time out. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of steals. Although I guess a typical Raheem Moss performance probably includes a technical.
He's an emotional player, but one that you said you love having him on your side for what he brings to your club.
Segu, step back.
Open look. Kent State 1 of 8 from 3. Segu wanted the clear. Stepping back, elbow check. On Cameron Davis, starting of late. There's Sullinger on demand. Hits Skogman in the head. Won by Mbala. Segu with Perry in front of him. Nice Euro down the lane.
Who's an excellent on-the-ball defender. They've hit so many great guard defenders with this Buffalo team.
Skogman knocked it down, and Segu converts at the other end.
Live ball.
Davis out of the corner. It's healed, one-handed by Williams. How did he keep his balance? No look, Segu. Oh, that's pretty.
Used a little bit of his off arm to get some space and laid it in.
It is a single-digit game. Buffalo has run roughshod over Kent State most of the day. Segu, that is beautiful.
Great.
Carry. It's heel. Skogman's got it. Beck trying to give the foul, trying to knock the ball free.
Carries 4 for 14, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Segu and the team have really done a good job of matching out to him. He's had double coverage every time he goes up for a shot.
And by not fouling at this stretch, you're basically raising the white flag. Segu, 6 seconds, floats it, rattles in. Williams the steal. Alley-oop! Segu, technical foul for hanging on the rim.
He looked a little wobbly there, but he kept his footwork, didn't walk, and was able to get to that strong left hand.
23 and 10 Tuesday at the Jar at Akron for his first career double-double. And James Whitford telling us today, first of many to come. He's developing at a high rate here in Muncie. They love him. Skogman, two-man game, Segu. Return pass for the native of Wisconsin. He's been through incredible off-court issues. Segu up top.
Preston in the MAC championship. They go to the NIT, and now preseason #1. I asked him, I said, well, how would you grade this team? And he just said simply incomplete.
Incomplete. Interesting answer in our chat with him today. ACO Jack has returned, 3 to shoot. Segu clicks. Points.
He had 15 at the break.
Here's Segu. Ultra quick guard from Orlando. Spins in the paint. Yes.
Midwest type of game. Driving down here from Chicago, the sun has not come out in 49 days, it feels like. We need the sun to come out in the Midwest.
A little gloomy right now, isn't it? Bonzi Wells led the nation in steals in 1997-98. How about that? Now that's a two-way player for you. Segu gets a roll. By Cochran, though. That was pretty special.
I mean, a bucket here, and this one might be in the well. It's been Buffalo's defense. They've just shut down Ball State. When Ball State stopped getting to the free throw line, their offense stopped.
Segu, kick out. Williams, love the left. On Cochran. 4 to shoot. Segu pulls up. Hits a
weapons. Many games they had 3 guys with 20 or more in a game.
That was an ugly 3 from Bruton. Segu's 3 is home.
The MAC, but in the country, and Western is getting after it on the boards. We came out of that break and they were out rebounding Buffalo, both offensively and defensively.
Razor tight all night in that department. The rebound, Danny Culp. And he turned it over. Segu pushing as Broncos are behind the play. To the rim he goes for 2. Still a lot of time on the timer for Buffalo. Segu off the screen, scoring off the square.
Nice job by Mack. He could have shot it as a 3, but realized he didn't have his feet set. Defense was closing out on him.
That is too easy.
And that was, we talk about, he's an energy giver, a much needed shot.
Segu beats him that time.
Bodies his way in and around David Skogman. Gabe O'Neill, the transfer from Kent State, his first 2 of the night. And how's that for a hesitation? And obviously for Bowling Green, replacing Justin Turner, their all-time leading scorer, one of the all-time greats in the MAC, who's now playing in the G League, there's always going to be and a nice up and under move by Joe Reese. He's got the first 2 baskets of the half for the Falcons.
Similar to the first half, they were going inside, attacking Skogman, an area in which Skogman, he had a good first half, but needs to improve on his defensive end.
And look at Rondo Segu.
Stop and try here, either tie it up or take the lead.
Matheny in and out on the 3, rebounded by Skogman. That's his 10th board of the night. Falcons had hit their last 4 shots. Segu will roll it in for Gabe O'Neill. And they talk about those bigs going at each other.
Yeah, it's another instance where you're not holding your ground in the post. Very difficult to do.
Much more dynamic to that offensive game.
Ali thought that he got raked as he fired that attempt at the offensive end. Maceo Jack, though, had the D to return. Akron down by 5, and they turn the basketball over. Ronaldo Segu, always very strong defensively. That's going to count out the pair.
Well, when you're having trouble scoring the basketball and finding a rhythm, that's exactly what you want to do. Find a way to go get some easy ones that keep you engaged and keep you in the game. How about this guy?
He had a jump hook off the right block. That's pure, isn't it?
Yeah, smooth look there. And you nailed it, Michael. Just a little level of intensity and locked in. And we knew it was going to take Akron some time. Gap by Tribble.
This refereeing trio again. Steve McJunkins, the lead official, along with his partners, Tim Stewart, Alfred Sear. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Look at Segu to the crossover. Segu got that to fall. That deep 3 has John Gross extremely fired up.
But it's what we talked about earlier, right? Get touches in the inside and put pressure on the defense, and that's what Akron has done. They've got Freeman, they've got Bandego, they've got some guys that they've wanted to play back to the basket.
Segu floated that home. Yeah.
Day hiatus from competition, but give them credit. They rebounded and really regrouped at that halftime break and have come out in this second half.
Missing on that 3-pointer and back the other way, it cost him.
Kyle Larry with the first 2 points of the game for the Red Hawks.
Paul, these 2 teams come into the game as the number 1 and number 3 shooting teams in the
outing against Canisius. Pull-up baseline jumper is no good for Day Grant.
And there's that defense again by Jack on Grant. Grant thought he had him, goes around his own right, Jack's left, but Jack got back into position to force the miss.
And that's one of the new wrinkles in this series between these 2 teams, as Segu hit a couple of great plays by Grant that he just couldn't get the ball to fall. Bulls have hit 4 of their last 5 shots. Make it 5 of 6. That's a 3. To up his career replacement record to 3-1 with a pair of wins over Miami, should his Bulls hang on here in the second half.
The Bulls will open up this second half with possession.
Nathan Williams looking for an opening. Dishes it off to Skogman, into the hands of the point guard Segu. Rondo behind the back dribble, 15-foot jumper, good. Good way to start. It opens up, and Williams says, thank you very much.
Yeah, that was too easy for Williams. The Bulls did not do a good job of collapsing on him.
It's a one-point game. Or it was until Segu makes Precious Aya with the easy layup off the nice feed, and Miami has the lead. And the Bulls struggling right now. Now you get Jonathan and Segu back in the game. Looking for a little bit of rhythm and a little consistency, and how about a blow? To be very physical with Mbala. They necessarily weren't afraid of fouling him, and maybe that's a good reason why. Now the Bulls get the offensive board. Segu for three. Oh, Buffalo needed.
Ronaldo.
Boards in his last two games. Long three here coming off the rim by Trapper.
So St. John Fisher's got a problem. They're trying to get the ball to Cook, but Mbala's doing a fantastic job on denying the basketball.
Segu for three, got it.
The bench may not be as deep for Fisher as it would be for Buffalo.
Playing the weave here are the Bulls. Get it to Segu. Two in a row for Rondo Segu. And like we said, this is a game of big men, and Connor brings that to the table.
I first met him when he was just 8 years old, Paul. He was tall then.
Not surprised. McQuill Hardnett into the lane, kicks it for Bivens. Good ball movement. Segu, he is feeling it. That's the
back in the paint. The two will chase up top, Paul, but then they collapse down into that 2-3.
Stolen away. Mbala, lead pass for Segu. The run out bucket for Rondo Segu. Yeah, most of our audience is going, what are these guys talking about?
Google kids.
Tipped away, and it's a run out again for Segu with the right hand slam. 8th and 9th points.
Oh, good feed inside to him there. And he finds a way to get open. And the Bulls, I think, are going to pressure as much as they can here because that's what caused all those turnovers. They're catch and shoot for Segu.
Zone deployed by Rich Stansberry's group on that possession.
Ill-advised skip pass stolen by Segu. He's on the run with Maceo. Jack goes himself to put Buffalo back. One of only two players who appeared along with Noah Stansbury off the bench for a short-handed Hilltoppers team on Saturday.
And Noah's in the game now, number 5.
Segu hits the pull-up. One of his tougher shots.
And gets 0 everything. He's an assertive player, an aggressive one on offense, and a big-time scorer. Again, the leading scorer on his team hasn't taken a shot yet.
Fagan kicks it for Segu. His three goes down. So Ronaldo is automatic from that range on Saturday night, and he's hit a couple now this evening.
He's a throwback player when you think about it in this land of three-point shooting. And Sharp was able to seal off any kind of help that would have come over. And Frampton able to finish with two hands at the rim.
Finish, but McKnight follows it up.
What an exchange right there. Starts with the length of Sharp, and then he's able to dribble the ball length of the court.
Segu had 11 in the first half and opens the Bulls' account in the second.
A very smart fan base. They understand, they sense the moment, and this is a big one here.
Mbala with a head of steam. Lost the handle for a moment. The crowd wanted to travel, but Segu split.
Rebound, Oshun throws it back down.
That was big time. That was like a hook dunk. That was a statement dunk right there.
Segu gets those 2 points too.
He does get time for the dribble. And Oshuni's off to a good start in this game. It's this dribble penetration that's causing the problem right here. Volley started at Pitt, starting experience in the ACC, and it's a luxury to have a guy like that as a backup to Oshuni. Sadaway has such a fun game to watch. That time, old school post up, fade away, bucket.
See if Buffalo can respond. Segu for three. Oh, they needed that.
Horace can't even stand up if you're the coach there. They had a chunky player too. They chanted cheesesteak every time he touched the ball. They're tough on you here.
So Williams trying to bring them back after they sort it all out. Segu gets it to go for
to get things started here.
Bulls in a man-to-man.
And a quick steal by Ronaldo Segu. And he will cross over and reverse lay up the first point.
And, you know, they've substituted, but here comes that pressure again. You know, diamond press there in the middle of the floor. And they drop back into man-to-man defense.
Segu will spot up and drain the three. Shot, yes.
You know what? Hey, that's the best look he's going to get. Shoot it.
Well, that may be a little part of the thinking that we may have to take that step or two back in order to create space. Nice crossover move by Janathan to a wide open Ronaldo Segu. Bullseye. Holds his ground, does a nice job. Kick it out for the three. That is long and no good by Jordan Stowe.
That was great heads-up defense by Segu. And Van put that little shake and bake, if you will. And there's the.
How about that one? That's how you do it.
Well, that's.
Early, it takes Antonio Reeves to get into the score column tonight on the drive. That was taken away by Mbaba. And here comes the tempo from the Bulls. And another knockdown. Segu. I think I'd like to make Chapman a tight end in the NFL with his speed and his strength.
He's really strong, he's really quick, but he's smart too. He finds angles and he's really patient and knows when to attack.
Hey, Segu has stayed hot. Oh boy. Seem to be in place, Joe.
It is. We follow our Safe and Sound program with the strict protocols to provide you with the safe place that you're feeling well where you are not at home.
This Redbirds team can score. Sometimes it takes one or two big plays, back-to-back dunks for the Redbirds.
And Segu will answer. The rebound goes with the reverse, up over his shoulder and down through. His first field goal in the second half. Segu with the lean, and that's what he did last night to create some space in out. Segu, there's the scoop, the drive, and he scores again. He's effort so far in the first couple of minutes.
If rebounding is the ultimate effort stat, offensive rebounding you can put in bold lettering because that's crashing the offensive glass. Hard, physical, and aggressive. And Stephen F. Austin, they just have more energy right now than Buffalo does.
Kensmith got too far under. Strong play by Maceo Jack. Segu got going so fast he was still able to gather and the bounce on the roll on 8 points for Rati Ware.
Really difficult play to make because he had to turn his body and change the way his feet were positioned to get that shot off.
What the lean in there from Segu per game. Average.
You have to be unselfish. You got to have some really good players around you. You got to have shooters around you, yeah.
Someone's going to make
throw
those.
it to nobody.
Out of the timeout, there's the drive, and that will drop.
That is the mid-major Steve Nash. David Cackle-Reese. He is ultra shifty.
Segu will try to lean in again. He's done that a couple of times in this. There's Ware. So much elevation on that jump shot. And the door is swung open just a bit for Buffalo. And a chance for 4!
Hall of Famer Steve Nash, eat your heart out. Welcome David Cackle-Reese to the game.
Segu, can he keep it going? Oh, how about that friendly roll? Goal of the game.
I love that from Jackson Posey. Pump fakes on a hard closeout. It always works. That's an old school simple play from Jackson Posey.
So again, the Bulls running uphill, needing Segu to get a big hit, and he does it again. 20. Ware missed them both. It's been an amazing second half for Segu.
They have that other threat there.
Agimuno trying for 3 in a row. That won't happen there.
That's a little out of his reach.
Bertram might have affected that shot as well. Wide open 3. Segu. Bullseye.
From being stepped on there earlier.
Wide open. Right arc 3. Jonathan Williams. Front rim no good. Good rebound by Maceo Jack. Let's try the left side again.
Yeah, I think that spin's a little out of control with that shot. That's why it went up hard.
Segu drains his third 3.
Battle all night long against Dickinson. There's Jones with the steal. Couldn't finish it. Segu. Nice touch, the high floater.
It's got a little bit of everything. And certainly there's going to be some growing pains for these young guys, but they have a ton of talent.
I feel like this is a big game for them against a very experienced team of Buffalo.
Buffalo's a really, really good team. That's a really nice take.
Right into Bertram. Leads to the break for Jack and Buffalo. Trying to have that opportunity. Second chance now for Buffalo.
That's what they're going to need, though. That's getting a defensive rebound and going, and that's Maceo Jack has got to make that type of shot. That's not much there. But with the way they officiate with the cylinder now, it's a really hard deal to do.
It's a lot of size you got to contend with. Segu wide open look from 3, buried it. Mbala over to Williams. Williams blocked away by Dickinson. Mbala comes up with a loose ball. 8 to shoot. Segu from the free throw line. A little shake and bake from Segu.